Hello friends, welcome to Test Your Knowledge. Today we are going to discuss about some idioms. This one is an important topic for competitive exams. This collection will surely enrich you. Okay, not wasting time, let's start. Look at the first idiom, in the wind, which means about to happen soon or likely to occur. For example, the soldier sensed that something was in the wind. That is, something is going to happen. Number 2, in two minds, that is, in hesitation. For example, I was in two minds about where I should go in my next trip. Let me explain. Suppose someone offer you a package of going to Sridhama Mayapur or Vrindavan Dham. So it's a matter of hesitation that which one can get the first priority to you. This situation is appropriate for this idiom in two minds. Number 3, in view of, which means considering. For example, in view of the flood, the school was closed for a week. Actually, this idiom acts as a cause of something. Number 4, in vogue, meaning in current fashion. For example, pointed shoes are no longer in vogue. That is, this one is quite backdated. Number 5, into the bargain, which means moreover. For example, she gave us tea and some useful information into the bargain. Let me explain. Here, tea is not the fact. We are expecting the information actually. The subject matter is those information. Tea is just a priya. In this situation, we can use this idiom into the bargain. Number 6, keep at arm's length, which means hold aloof form. For example, he tells lies, so I keep at arm's length. That is, I maintain a certain distance with him as he tells lies. Number 7, keep one's head. That is, keep calm. For example, it was with great difficulty that I kept my head. That is, it was not too easy to keep myself cool. Number 8, keep one's head above water, meaning keep out of debt or loan. For example, in these hard times, it's difficult for a family man to keep his head above water. That is, in the meantime, it's difficult for a family holder to keep away himself from loan. Number 9, keep the wolf from the door. That is, avoid starvation. For example, he works day and night to keep the wolf from the door. Let me explain. You know, some men maintain OT to prevent his family from starvation, from hunger, from fasting. In this particular situation, we can use this idiom. Number 10, keep up appearances, meaning to maintain outward show of prosperity. For example, he has lost his job recently but still keeps up appearances. That is, he still carries up maintaining his gorgeous outlook. Number 11, kill time, which means consume time for the sake of doing so. For example, to kill time until the exhibition opened, we looked around the shop. Explanation as follows. Sometimes we spend time wandering here and there, watching movies, playing online games when time overflows, such that let the time be passed. In this situation, we can use this idiom, kill time. Number 12, kith and kin, that is blood relations and kinsfolk. There are so many kinds of relationship, but this phrase kith and kin actually means the blood relationship, one's own flesh and blood. Look at the example. He is now far away from kith and kin, that is, persons belonging to same family. Next, keep the ball rolling, which means keep the work, conversation, etc. going on. For example, since you took up his business, you have tried to keep the ball rolling. It's quite easy to understand that keep the ball rolling means continuing some activities. Number 14. Keep one's powder dry, that is, be cautious and ready. For example, keep your powder dry for the unforeseen danger in foreign country. That is, be careful about the upcoming danger, upcoming problematic situation or some disturbance in foreign country. Number 15. Kick up a row, meaning raise voice or make a scene. For example, he kicked up a row over a petty affair. Rough meaning of this phrase is quarreling, and petty means ordinary, low quality or insignificant. Number 16. Kill two birds with a stone, meaning accomplish two things at one stroke. For example, he came down to see me as well as to buy some articles from nearby shop. Thus he killed two birds with one stone. That is, performing more activities at a time. Here he purchased something besides seeing me. 17. Know on which side the bread is buttered. That is, know where one's interest lies. For example, he is shrewd enough to know on which side the bread is buttered. Shrewd means tricky or diplomatic. Number 18. Laughing stock, meaning an object of ridicule. For example, he talked nonsense and made himself the laughing stock of his audience. Let me explain. A person is said to be laughing stock when he is subjected to general mockery or ridicule. Number 19. Laugh up one's sleeve, that is, laugh covertly. Covertly means secretly or invisibly. For example, Roger talked nonsense and so the boys laughed off their sleeve. Number 20. Lame excuse, that is, unsatisfactory answer. For example, he cannot accept such lame excuse for not attending the class from his students. That is, the teacher is quite tough and he doesn't grant any silly excuse. Number 21. Leap in the dark, meaning rash experiments. For example, he suddenly resigned his post and started a business of his own. It was a leap in the dark. That is, quick experiments are thoughtless actions. All-time quick decision is not thoughtless at all, but here leap in the dark means quick, thoughtless decision making in hurry. 22. Length and breadth, that is, the whole extent. For example, meetings were held throughout the length and breadth of the century. Breadth means width, largeness or extension. Number 23. Lead a cat and a dog life, that is, quarrel constantly. For example, the two friends lead a cat and dog life in the college. That is, they're quite quarrelsome. Number 24. Lead by the nose, which means guide someone carefully and slowly. Example, I'll lead the new employee by the nose and make sure he doesn't get into any trouble. That is, taking special care or teaching very carefully. 25. Learn by heart. It's very well known phrase to you. That is, commit to memory. For example, she has learned the poem by heart. 26. Live in the large, which means live in difficulty or danger. For example, it is not my way to leave a friend in the lurch, that is in uncontrolled situation. Number 27. Leave no stone unturned, that is, try every possible means. Example, he left no stone unturned to get his dream job. That is, he tried his best and he tried every possible alternatives. Number 28. Lend one's ear, which means listen. For example, please lend me your ears for 2 minutes. That is, let me listen. Number 29. Let bygones be bygones, that is, forget the past. For example, we should let bygones be bygones. Bygones means something ancient, some happening which is passed away. Number 30. Let the cat out of the bag, that is, give out his secret. For example, he has let the cat out of the bag. Number 31. Let the grass grow under one's feet, meaning make delay. For example, she didn't let the grass grow under her feet, instead began to work at once. That is, it acts as an antonym of quick service. 32. Let loose, meaning release. For example, it's unwise to let a madman loose. Number 33. Light of one's eyes, which means person one adores. For example, Netaji is the light of my eyes. That is, Netaji is respectable. Netaji is quite adorable. Netaji is worshipable to me. 34. Light-fingered person, which means a person given to petty thefts. For example, she dismissed her servant as he was a light-fingered person. That is, he had a bad habit of snatching small things from home. Number 35. Live fast, meaning live in a dissolute way. Dissolute means undisciplined or characterless. For example, he who lives fast dies early. 36. Live from hand to mouth, meaning live with no provision for the future. For example, most of our countrymen live from hand to mouth, that is, without arrangement of future, without planning, without saving money for future time. Number 37. Lion's share, which means major part. For example, the lion's share of the illegal money, that is roughly black money, goes into the pockets of some high-ups. Number 38. Loaves and fishes, that is personal profit. For example, he played the political game with no regard to loaves and fishes. Number 39. The long and the short of it, that is all that can be said. For example, the long and the short of it is that he will not give in. Give in means donate. That is, the gist is, the real point is, he will not donate. Number 40. Lock, stock and barrel, that is entirely. Example, the office was shifted from here, lock, stock and barrel. That is, the office was shifted completely. Number 41. Long face, meaning a sad face or sorrowful or serious or depressed. For example, I found him sitting alone with a long face. Number 42. Look blank, meaning overwhelmed. For example, he looked blank when he came to know of his failure. That is, he was greatly surprised. He was astonished at his failure. This is a compact list of important idioms with respect to comparative exams. You should learn all of this by heart. Remember, learn by heart is an idiomatic phrase. You have just learned this. Okay, thank you. Subscribe this channel For more educational videos, your one like and valuable comment shall enrich us. Thank you.